The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. The Department of Defense is working with Google to help secure America's digital defense systems, from establishing cloud-based zero-trust solutions to deploying the latest AI technology. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American innovation.
That's right. It's Thursday Thunder, and it's presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Juju Gotti, what do we got?
Welcome back. Thursday Thunder, you got to know, man. Tonight we starting off with my brother, Jaren Jackson Jr., Triple J, the real Triple J, if I may add. We going over 24.5 points and rebounds. It's a big game, a meaningful game against the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, and then he has to have at least a mediocre to big game to get the Grizzlies across that finish line tonight. You feel me? The second leg, I'm going with the Nostradamus, Naz Reid, you feel me? 12.5 points. I think he's going to go over that as well because, man, it's like I say, it's a big game. These seedings, you don't want to end up in that playoff, that play-in, because you never know. That play-in get dangerous. So I think them boys want to stay out, and Naz Reid is a big part of that team, you feel me?
I always expect Naz Reid to have more than 12.5 points. I'm afraid of betting him under on those.
Right, with that crazy jumper. It's a funny jumper, but that thing be swishing. You feel me? The last leg, I'm going with the unicorn, the only white Dante I've ever heard of in my entire life. Dante DiVincenzo. You feel me? With a great lineup, with a great commercial right now. Villanova, I see you. Over 12 points from my boy Dante DiVincenzo tonight. I think he has to step up. He had a couple of games last week where he got in a fight. He getting scruffles all over the league. So, yeah, I think my boy got the dog in him, and he going to show up and show out tonight.
Did you call it a scruffle? Because I like it better as a scruffle than a scuffle.
Yes, sir.
Sounds,
you know.
Yeah, it sounds I like that. That commercial, does it move you guys? Villanova, college, teammates, quaint time.
I remember where I was every time I've seen it.
Knicks.
Without you.
I like when he put on
the visor.
Juju, we lost your sound there real quick. You liked when he put on the visor. The thing that I wanted to ask you guys about before we continued with Juju, Tony, your MMA hangout is tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow you will be airing something that you did for MMA Hangout as something to preview MMA Hangout.
Yep. So we got MMA Hangout this Saturday at Casa Tiki, presented by Cuervo, the tequila that invented tequila. We love Cuervo at the MMA Hangout. We're going to be live at Casa Tiki. By the way, the fights are in Miami, so if you're not going to be at the fights, you know where to be. Casa Tiki is the place to be if you're not there. I'm going to watch the prelims, Dan. I don't know if you're going to go. Maybe you're going to go. Maybe see me. Maybe not. Whatever. Maybe be at Casa Tiki. Who knows? But I'm going to be at the prelims, and then I'm going to fly over back to Casa Tiki, watch the main card there. Presented by Cuervo, Saturday night, 10 p.m., MMA Hangout with the boys at Casa Tiki live.
Dan, are you going to go?
I am not going to go, but, well, you know what? Let's think about this for a second because it has become very popular. This is a successful thing that Tony has hustled his way into, and I do want to support the things
they would love to see you doing.
Oh, Casa Tiki? I thought you were asking if he was going to go to the actual card over here.
I'm going to go to Tony's house, so when an event happens
now you know where
in
you're
Miami,
be. Yeah.
I'm going to say that I was at Tony's house.
Are you going to take your pants off?
I'm going to just drop my pants.
My house, Dan.
Whoops,
remember.
That's disrespectful. Juju, what from today's show did people enjoy or dislike?
People loved everything about the show today. People was, into it. You started off with a great apology, looking yourself in the mirror. I didn't think you had to call yourself all those names. We all try our best. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not good enough.
You should have tried the C word too.
I can't say that, but I know that.
Not you, Dan.
Oh, I can't say that either. I don't want to call nobody no names.
Come on, come on, Juju.
I'll say it.
No, thank you. I think everybody did a great job. I don't know what's happening, but check out MMA Hangout. You feel me? That's going to be live this weekend for sure. My dog Tony, one of the hardest working people at Metal Art Media. You feel me? Like I support my dog. My dog was in Mexico last week. You feel me? Doing a great job with Cynthia, and I look at him back. Gonna go to the front of the arena to MMA Hangout. Man, I suggest y'all lock in. You feel me? With my dog.
Great promotion, great support of a teammate. Everyone did not do great today. Did you not hear that Greg Cote remembered a game he did not remember and couldn't figure out how to pour himself water?
Yeah, he tried his best, though. He tried his best.
No,
he took up the acting classes, and I think it was a great job by Sean McGill as well. Like, those things are great cinematography, you feel me? To be able to catch those type of acting classes and put a little spin on it, mwah, chef's kiss.
I don't believe we're getting sincere commentary and criticism from Juju right now. I believe he's being too complimentary. I don't believe the show was that good today. Where is Stugotz?
I got a Joker of the day, though. If you want to, lock that there. Joker of the day, you feel me? I'm going to get straight to it. Tyler Herro last night in a meaningful game pulled up for a 3-pointer with a wide open layup and clanked it in crunch time. Sir, Steph Curry had, sometimes they say he ruined the league and ruined the game. Look at this. Look at my boy. Oh my goodness!
But I heard
a walk-up three. That's easy.
I heard Izzy making the argument earlier that you're down by 5 there. Even if you hit a 2, you're gonna need a 3 on the next possession. That's a good shot. With the math of today's game, Izzy was arguing that that's actually not a terrible shot there.
Well, Jessica,
yes,
I'm sorry, Juju, but no, we were talking earlier in the game. Earlier in the show, excuse me, and Jessica said, only down here are you going to make the argument for the shot. And I am arguing for the math of the shot. It's a wide open 3, and that's how we're playing it today.
The JFK assassination game of the show.
Game.
Look, yeah, I think that most conventional wisdom would tell you take the open 2 and then shoot for the 3 in the next possession because he missed the 3. And that's a shot that I assume he's probably above 30% making but I don't know what the percentage is uncontested. Probably a little bit higher, but
I'm
still,
guessing,
it's not a surefire that he's going to make it. So then the game just ends.
Right.
I would guess, correct me if I am wrong, but I would guess that on wide open 3s that Tyler Herro's probably shooting close to 45 to 50%.
How much is he? What percentage is he shooting for wide open dunks? Because I would argue that's 100%.
Right.
That's ball.
That's a pretty high percentage, I would say.
Although he did hit a big 3 before, and it was like kind of like a feeling it thing. Oh no, who cares? None of these games mean anything.
They lost the game.
Those teams suck.
You were watching the game?
No, I don't have that channel.
I don't even remember where I was.
I was at Tony's
watching
house.
Yeah.
Although I am encouraged on 2 fronts. First front, I've heard that they've stopped playing Terry Rozier, so golf clap to them. Also, they got a dude nicknamed Slow-Mo playing a lot, so I might be back.
Yeah, and I'd like to also shout out to the revenge game heard around the world last night. The biggest revenge game in the history of the NBA, almost, if you ask me. Harrison Barnes returning to Golden State and hitting a buzzer beater.
Great job mentioning this game. Jimmy Butler went like 5 for 8 from the floor and scored 28 points. That
16 to 17 from the line.
That should drive any Heat fan crazy, but you'll be happy to know that Harrison Barnes drilled a buzzer beater right over his ass in a must-win game.
Yes, sir. Salute to Harrison Barnes turning back the clock, getting that revenge as he should have. Also, Greg Cote revealed himself as a Celtics fan today. I didn't know if y'all caught that or not. So, welcome home, brother. Welcome home.
Reformed Celtics fan.
Yes, sir.
He also revealed himself as the only person to have watched the Wilt game.
And somebody
television.
who couldn't retrieve water from a kitchen.
That was wild.
The bright side
TiVo back
is he's
then.
the age of the people running our country.
Yes.
So.
Yes, sir. Also, if you get a chance, you know what I mean, I got a show called The Alley Oop where we discuss a lot of this basketball stuff with a lot of a great guests from around the world, you feel me? People pull up on me. I need some help, you feel me? It's over there on the Oddball channel, you dig, on YouTube. So if you get a chance, you know what I mean, check your boy out. We're doing big things, you feel me? Miss Rebecca, thank you so much for helping me produce that, guy. Salute to you, sis.
It is the Alley Oop Show, and you should check it out on Oddball because it's different than anything else we're doing around here. What else do you have in the way of polls, Juju?
Yes, sir. We had 2 polls today, 2 very important polls, might I add. Have you ever heard of the word recidivist? 52% of the audience says, yes, they have heard of that word. One person said only from his probation officer. The next poll is, do you like cleaning your toilet? 82% of the audience says no, and those are your polls.
Jessica, I've never seen you so disgusted with Greg Cote. You've been around his feet. You've competed against him in competitions. You've been around.
You've been around his feet.
And you've been around
accurate.
disgusting Greg Cote things. I've not seen you that Oscar.
I just can't think of a more disgusting visual than the state of the toilet bowl after Greg has gone number 2 in it. It's just a horrifying visual, and I'm worried about his diet, quite honestly, because the state of the toilet bowl shouldn't be that messy all the time.
Makes me feel so Oscar.
I am 39 years old. I've never heard that word.
Guys, asco. It means disgust in Spanish. What are we doing here?
Oh, okay. But, I thought it was in English.
asco.
Like, there wasn't a flair on it.
No.
I thought he was, like, talking about an old Yukon center.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about Jewel Osco.
You guys
Chicago
didn't.
heads
Tony
know.
understood
I'm here with you, Dan.
me.
Don't worry. You were in my house last night. That's why.
was
We
You
get
think
each other.
more of our audience was like, I know exactly what Dan said there.
Well, you never know. Dan's well-learned.
Jessica, before we get out of here, Jessica, how do you feel about Olivia Miles transferring to TCU, sis? I don't know if we got to ask you about that.
No one has asked me about it, Juju. I'm sure no one other than possibly Mike even knows about it. But I'm sad she's not coming back to Notre Dame, but I completely understand because if the rumors are true, she will be getting a lot of NIL money for that transfer. And I think it's difficult if you're Notre Dame. I'm assuming, this is just me, like I don't have any inside information on this, but
I don't know anyone. I never talked to anybody.
I'm assuming it's very difficult when you have 2 superstars on your team with eligibility left to have to manage a roster like that. And Hannah Hidalgo has multiple years left at ND. She's a superstar. And so I'm obviously bummed Olivia didn't want to stay, but she was at ND for 4.5 years. So I understand, take the money and get an extra year at another school. It makes a ton of sense financially, especially because of the new CBA coming next year in the WNBA to not go to the draft. So I understand. I'm bummed about it, but it's really hard, I think, now because, these rosters, when you have a lot of good players, it's tough, I guess.
If you think the conversation around the transfer portal is bad in sports, if most people in media actually knew how transient women's college basketball has become, I want to, the team that I fell in love with, the University of Miami Hurricanes women's basketball team, is totally different from 2 years ago. There isn't a single holdover there. Miami's men's basketball team, totally new team next year. Juju, while I have you, I know part of your job here is that you scan the internet. There was something that popped up on my feed that left my mouth agape because you and I were in similar ages and we grew up listening to Sean Paul, and anytime Sean Paul comes up, anybody at a bar just goes, Sean Paul. It's
Someone goes again.
Sean Paul. Did you know that he's not actually saying Sean Paul?
No, I did not know that.
I have a
Breaking
video.
news.
Crank that video.
How did it become Sean Paul?
There's a famous cricketer in Trinidad, Shignarim Chanderpaul. Everybody was like, Chanderpaul, and that name stuck. And then I just started to say it on intros and met the dude Chanderpaul years later, and he's like, yo. But yeah, big up to Shignarim Chanderpaul.
Now I checked the date on this to make sure I wasn't getting April Fooled. It was in March, and I reached out to the person that did this video, Dan Zabs, courtesy of Dan Zabs. And I'm like, are you fooling me here? Is this real? He's like, it's legit. He's not saying Chanderpaul. He's saying a cricket player by the name of Chanderpaul.
Oh, my God. I have learned something new today. Thank you for that information.
Thank
Man,
you
I've
for
been
letting
wrong
us know.
ever since.
Public service.
Dan, what are you eating?
We all learned a new word, Oscar.
Grave danger.